Hello, my darling. Welcome today for the Stacey Rose Show. 365 days of daily motivation, inspiration, positivity with a little sprinkle of humor coming at you. So I'm here live on my podcast show, the Stacey Rose Show, and YouTube streaming this recording. So how are you doing today? Happy day to y'all. So we survived another day here in the midst of what's going on in this world. Oh my goodness, hopefully you're staying safe and sane and positive. And if not, hopefully I can bring to you some words of encouragement, some positivity, a little light, humor, and fun to your day. So before we get started, we're going to talk about curing the disease to please. But for those tuning in for the first time, hello. How y'all doing? My name is Stacey, if you didn't know that. My name is Stacey, and welcome to the Stacey Rose Show. Hello. I am the host and creator of the Stacey Rose Show podcast here live and YouTube. I am the owner of Live Health Fit. It is a health and fitness coaching business. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a mom. I have a cleaning business and a dancing company. So am I missing anything? Oh my goodness. So I'm here to share, again, like I said, some light, some positivity, motivation, inspiration. So, whew, okay. So let's talk about this. Curing the disease to please. I'm going to read a little something to you. My plate is so full. I can't believe I said yes again. Who's done that, said yes again? Over and over. Oh no, the disease to please, are you a people person, has reared its ugly head. You really wanted to say no, but you didn't want to let anyone down. So is that a reason why we say yes to doing the things we don't want to do? Because we don't want to let anybody down? So you become submissive. Who here has ever been submissive, right? I have. Always submissive in certain ways. Self-depreciating, undemanding, and apologetic. So you become, completely lacking in self-assurance or ambition. So how is that working for you? Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with that person that you keep saying yes to, or those situations or things or those outcomes? Since the need to be loved and approved of is the cause of this disease, right? Because we're always looking for approval, right? We always want to be accepted, fit in. We want someone to love us and like us. So sometimes we say yes to doing things we don't want to do. And we've all been there and compromised, right? Our values, right? Who here has ever compromised their values, their worth, just to fit in? So you say yes to do that thing, whether it's to drink or smoke or maybe to experiment on drugs or sex or whatever it is. I'm going a little deep, but we've done things to be submissive, to be liked, to be loved, to fit in, and to feel that, the only way we're going to be accepted is if we say yes and do the things that we don't want to do, or go to places and stuff that others want us to do. And then we resent that person. We resent the situation. We show up angry, mad, not happy. And then we're doing the thing, resisting and fighting the situation. Hey, you guys, I'll get back to all the questions. So let me just finish and wrap up my talk, and then we'll do Q&A. So stick around. Let me know you're tuning in from in the world, and what the weather is in your neck of the woods. So we're talking about curing disease to please. You find yourself saying whatever someone wants to hear without adding your own thoughts, feelings, ideas, and opinions. You hold back and file it away because you don't want to stir things up. That was me for years. I didn't say anything. Yeah, okay, I'll do whatever just to shut that person up, or to not cause an argument or a fight or whatever. So I would just do and not speak up to how I really was feeling. Have you been there? Have you done that? Whew. So now guess what? It's time for a cure. So if you find yourself being a people pleaser and saying yes to things you don't want to do, and being submissive and being self-depreciating, it is time for a cure, right? Who here wants a cure for the disease to please? To finally have the courage, the stamina, the strength to say, you know what? No, thank you. I'm good. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that anymore, or do that, period. Right? Like if you've been submissive and you've been doing things and degrading yourself, your worth, your values, just for someone else, for their gain, for their joy, and maybe purposely the other person's not doing it. They don't know. You just keep saying yes. So they keep asking because they know that you said yes once and twice or three times. And so they just keep asking you and asking you. And maybe, and then in the meantime, they think you're fine with it, but you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go there. I don't want to eat this. I don't want to have sex. I don't want to drink. I don't want to be here. Yeah, who's been there? I've been there. But I've learned in my life experience to finally say no. And I'm going to help you and share with you how to say no. Who wants to know? Not the N-O, but like who wants to know, K-N-O-W. How to cure the disease to please and stop saying yes to things you don't want to do and they don't serve you and don't bring light and joy to you. And to finally say, I'm going to do something for me. Or can we do XYZ? We always do what you want, or, I'm always saying yes to you. How about the things I want to do? So it's time for your cure, my love. Start practicing M. Here we go. MPM. Who wants to know what MPM means? Do you need a little MPM in your life? Let me know in the comments. If you're listening, ask me or leave me a comment in the chat box. If you're on YouTube, who wants to know what MPM is and stands for? What's up? What's up? Hey, what's up? Okay, let me mute this because we don't need to be hearing that dinging. Is it dinged? Okay. Okay, MPM, my priority meter. Yes, it's time to prioritize yourself, and you're going to have a priority meter that when someone asks you to do something, XYZ, you're going to say, is this a priority? Is this on my list? Is this something I want to do? Does this bring value to my life? And, prioritize it on your meter. So when a demand is made for your time, rather than trying to please everyone, take out the MPM and decide what you're going to do. What? Figure out what works for you now and what doesn't, and let go of the guilt. Because I know, right? We say yes because we feel guilty, we feel bad. The other person wants something or to go somewhere or wants you to do something or show up, or whatever it is. And you say yes because of another thing out of guilt, right? You want to be that people pleaser. You want someone to like you. So you say yes and you do the things you don't want to do and that go against your values or your worth. Don't worry about what others are thinking. When something overwhelms, stress, or frustrates you, simply say no. Simply say no. And that's enough. No explanations needed. Practice giving yourself the go-ahead to say what you think and feel. And that took me a while to practice that, of how I felt and feeling, because I didn't want those feelings. But you know what? You have feelings too. And it's time for you to speak up and say no. And you don't have to explain anything. And for homework, if you want to practice this, always have a no time in your daily routine. Practice it in phrases like, no, I can't do that, or no, I don't want to go there, and so on. That way, when someone asks you, you're ready, you're prepared, you're confident, you feel comfortable saying, no, thank you. No, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to do that. So that is the cure for the disease to please. So practice using your My Priority Meter, MPM. So thank you to Joseph F. Sicca. Lenten blessings awaits. So this is where I get my information from. This was the reading for actually yesterday, but it was that I wanted to share with you today. So now let's go to Q&A here. Who here finds himself a people pleaser, always saying yes to things you don't want to do? Let me know. I was gonna say, raise your hand. That was me always saying yes, yes, yes. And I started learning to say no, no, no. And then you know what? I realized, do you know what I realized? That it was okay. That the other person's not gonna hate me. If they're upset for a moment, they're gonna respect you. If they really care for you, they will respect you if you say no. Just say no. No, thank you. No explanation. Or this is what I'm feeling. And be honest. I don't like this. And start saying no. So that is what I have for you today. It's been a long day today, and it's only the afternoon. But I was on here earlier, did a live kind of going to little Friday confessions here too, you guys. Gotta do Friday confessions. So I've been doing this whole new daily live. So I would do Friday confessions. I would show up just like once a week, Mondays and Fridays. Now I'm doing this every day and it's getting exhausting showing up 365 days. But usually Friday, I do Friday confessions. And this is where I just share the truth, like share the real, raw, I get truth and naked, you name it. So let's introduce a little of Friday confessions here and what's going on in my world and everything like that. And I'm that's why I'm sharing. Like it's been a long day. I'm feeling a little under the weather. My body's achy. I'm just like after this, I just want to like close down shop and like just literally go in bed. I ate, but I still feel hungry. I just feel not myself right now. So I did a live on Zoom dance fit class, and I was here live on TikTok earlier. So if you missed that, um, I I'll be back live next Friday at 11 o'clock for my free Zoom class. But I'm here on TikTok as well. So I did that, and I was so hungry, and I ate, and I still feel hungry. I had like English muffin with avocado, and I had eggs and vegetables, and I just feel like hungry, like I'm ravenous right now. This is Friday Confessions. I'm being truth. Right here, I'm sitting in the comfy couch confessions, you guys. Oh, do you see? I took the blankets off. This is my orange chair. I love it. My chair here. It's so comfy. The big comfy couch. So you guys, I'm being real and stuff, being silly. Like I said, a little sprinkle of humor. This is me. I'm a dancer. I'm a coach. I'm a speaker. I'm a mom. I'm all these things. I'm me, and I share my vulnerability, my honesty. So let me see any stories that I would say. Oh my goodness, I had a story, and like let me think about it. Of like always saying yes to things I really didn't want to do. I can't think of it now. Maybe it'll come to my mind. But like we all have a story, right? Of like being that person and always saying yes, and eventually just I finally said no. No, 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 no. And it's okay to say no. You're gorgeous. Hey, Maddie, thank you so much. Who do we have here? So let me take a look at the comments here and see who's here on YouTube or my live podcast. Okay, let's see messages here. Thank you so much. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the world. Anybody have any stories here of like always being submissive and just doing things that you don't want to do to please other people to fit in, to fit in. And yeah, awesome. You know. Randy Dave, hey, thank you so much. We got Texas in the house. Woohoo! So I'm just gonna be a little bit like dazed and confused right now because I'm just feeling a little weird. I don't know. Everything going on, the stress in the world. I'm feeling that's one thing I noticed. I could feel like the energy. I could feel the energy going on in the world, even though it's bright and sunny and stuff right now. It's like I should be going outside and making TikTok dance videos, but I just don't feel motivated. And I showed up for this. I sat down and did my title and description, and I'm here for y'all. Hey, I'm from North Carolina, Ohio in the house. What's up? What's up? I'm here in Connecticut representing the East Coast here, Connecticut, New England in the house. Woo woo. So, um, I've kind of this is a little story. So Zumba classes, I would get people to ask me to do a class, and I would say yes, yes, yes. And then I remember like because I would feel bad, but my body was like no. And I've kind of learned if I said yes a week later, my body could be in a different situation. To where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have to pass and say no. And it's hard at first when you're always saying yes to doing things for others. It's a practice. That's why you have to practice my priority meter. Like, is this a priority? Is this something that I could fit in my schedule right now or want to do? Or when you're asked to do something, hey, can you do this? Can you come to this invite? I'm having a shower, I'm having a party. Can you come? And unless you really want to go, go. But if you're feeling like you don't want to go, it's okay to say no. I just want to stay home. Um, so it's a practice saying no and getting comfortable with that without feeling like you're feeling guilty or you're letting somebody else down. I mean, in life there's a compromise. It's not like saying no, 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 I don't do this. Oh, I want to go to my restaurants and I want to go to my dance clubs and I want to do what I want to do. And so it's no to that, but yes to me. I'm not trying to go there and say that we have to compromise, but don't be that person, the people pleaser that's always though constantly though like saying, "Oh yes, okay," and then you're like, oh, "I don't want to do this." I mean, how many times you showed up, you're like, "No, I don't want to do this," and then end up being a miserable person because then you start resenting that person for asking you. And all they just asked you a question. They asked you something and you said yes. When you had a choice, we all have a choice to say yes or no. And so we don't, it's not fair to blame the other person when we really wanted to say no. And now we said yes to them. And then we're bickering with them, we're giving them an attitude and being nasty because we didn't want to do something that we originally said yes to. Oh, I know one. Okay, so here's a story for you. I'm sorry if you guys are pet lovers. Don't hate on me. Don't hate on me. But I'm someone, I just like to have my space and a clean house. I'm saying dogs make your house messy, but I'm sorry, they do. You get dog hair on the couch and things like that. They bring in, oh my gosh, ticks and creatures, and I just don't want that stuff. And so, it's what, 2 years ago, my daughter kept saying she wanted a dog. I'm like, nope, nope, no. And first of all, my boyfriend, when we first met, he's like, no, no pets, no dogs, no babies, nothing like that, right? I'm like, okay, we're on the same page, whatever. But then yeah, my daughter started enticing him. They're looking behind the scenes for puppies and dogs. I'm like, wait, what's going on? It seems like you guys already made the decision. You made the decision. Huh. So I'm like, okay. And they kept going at it. And one night we went out and my boyfriend was like feeling a little good. And he's like, oh, please. Like kind of like that pouty face, like, oh, please. And I'm sure as parents too, same thing, your kids, right? You say things that you don't want just because you're like, oh, you feel bad. So I remember the next morning thinking about it. I'm like, oh, my daughter. Ugh. Like I'm gonna be the bad person, right? If I say no, I'm gonna be the bad person. So something in me said, okay, you know what? Yes, you can get a dog. And then what happened? A day or two later, I'm just like, no, I really don't want a dog. I just said yes because I feel bad for you. You made me feel guilty. Well, it's a little too late when you purchase and get a dog. So let me tell you, that first half of that, because we got the dog in not last year, 2018, that summer. And it took me practicing self like resistance because I was fighting, like I was going against everything. Like, oh, I was fighting. How am I trying to say this? I was causing arguments because I was resentful that I said yes. And then I was kind of resentful to my boyfriend that I'm like, well, you said you never wanted a dog. And why did you do that to me? And so it was causing conflict in our relationship. And I was like, I took a step back and I was like, you know what? If I don't resolve this, I- I'm going to ruin this relationship because of some trigger in my past. Does it bother me to have a dog? Everybody else loves a dog. It brings them joy. There's something I need to work on and let go of. So that's one instance. That's another topic we can get into, resistance and letting go. But my thing was that I said yes when I really wanted to say no. So things like that, you got to really be careful because if it's somebody saying they want a dog, a cat, or a pet, or something that's physical or something that you can't like take back, or even getting married when you really don't want to get married because you feel bad saying no, like you got to look at the consequences at your answer, right? So that's my little story that I had where I said yes, and I really wanted to say no. And there was some other ones, my daughter wanted a cat, and I said I was like, no, no, no. And again, the guilt trip, right? I- Again, it's guilty. I said yes because I felt guilty. I felt bad. Like I'm gonna be the bad person. Everybody else agrees to XYZ. And so I'm like, and I'm gonna be the bad person. I'm gonna stop everybody's, I'm gonna be the person that be's the barrier to everybody's joy. Yeah, be your true self. So that's one story. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I have other ones, I know there's a lot of men here, but hey, I know men, you guys like what every day. And I'm a female. Any females here can feel me if you know where I'm kind of going with this. Saying like yes when you really want to say no because you're not in the mood. And that's all I'm gonna say. Keep this PG. I'm sure you guys can understand what I'm saying. And believe me, because there's plenty of times where I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I'm tired. Leave me alone. So I become submissive, right? I think a lot of us women, we become submissive to the men in our life, or the man, or the partner, or husband, whatever. And it's not that we don't love them, but just there's times where we just want to be left alone, men. We just want to be left alone. So if you're questioning why your wife acts a certain way during the month, like leave me alone. Don't touch me. Don't force her. I'm telling you. Because she said, then cause I'm telling you, I guarantee she has all these thoughts in her head. She's hating you in the moment. No, not really. Anyway, so, you know, not sure what you mean. Really? You don't know what I mean? Okay. I mean, you're underage. That's why you don't get it. I'm sure all the adults here can understand what I'm like tippy-toeing around this conversation. Because it's personal, it's private, but I know plenty of women, we can be content once, twice a month. Men, forget it. Forget it. So, certain situations, I get it. It's hard to say yes and no. Okay, let's move on. I'm here recording this live on my podcast and my YouTube. Okay, you guys, again, this is Friday Confessions, right? The good, the bad, the ugly truth, slash my daily motivation. So I'm kind of combining here and just wrapping up the end of my talk here with my Friday Confessions and being real, truthful, authentic, and yeah, sharing my stories. Trying to think what else have I said yes to. Um, I'm sure there's some things that are personal. I really don't want to get that deep because this is recorded. To saying, yes to things and still questioning, did I make the right decisions and choices and stuff? But again, we can't. Like that's another conversation to let go. To those maybe we said yes to things and we're feeling guilty because it's something that's we're living in right now or going through. Whether it's a job you said yes to, you really don't want to take on, or just doing something you really don't want. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't bring value to you. It's not. It's not. It's not serving you, and it's not like what's the word I'm trying to say? It goes against your values or your worth. You mean making coffee, right? Yeah, that's it. Making coffee. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I'm trying to think. Anything else? Anybody have questions for me? Because I don't want to like spill the beans and talk about too many things in my life. But I've made plenty of sacrifices in my life and said yes to doing things temporarily because I knew it would be a better outcome. But just be aware of how you react to saying yes or no. And especially if you say yes when you really don't want to, what those feelings are coming up for you, right? Because I know for me, like, ugh, I don't want to do this. Why did I say yes? I hate you right now. Like, you suck. GTG, have a great day. Okay, thank you. Have a good day too. So we got Ziggy Zag in the house. I love that name, Ziggy Zag. Ziggy Ziggy Zag, Ziggy Ziggy Zag. We got Papa Bear, Destroyer, Phantom. What's up? What's up? Okay. Let's see. Any other questions? I'm in like kind of going off here on a tangent. So, in life, sometimes we have to compromise and, I can learn to speak up. But again, when it comes to that certain topic, it's very delicate. If I say no, men's could hurt somebody's feelings. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I've kind of extended. I actually have to say, what, with my current boyfriend, I've kind of actually told him things and shocked him, and he's like, "Wow, now you choose to speak up with me." I'm like, "Well, yeah. When you met me, and I'm a better version of myself." So yeah, my past relationships, my marriage, my past ex boyfriend, like in situations, I was afraid to speak up and it would say yes to things I didn't want and whatever not. And so like I am pretty much vocal in this relationship. I speak up, I speak my truth. I speak up a little bit too much sometimes per se. And it can be a little damaging I should say damaging, but hurtful. So yeah, I actually have said things out loud. But he still loves me. Yeah, who could put up with me? I'm crazy, insane. Hey, thanks, Dread something pirate for following. Be true to yourself. Yes. Let's see what else we have here for comments, and then I'm gonna wrap things up. Rudy Poot. No. Yeah. No. 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 So, you know, sometimes like even I don't want to go there, but I got my water. I need some water right now. This is my high right now. Water. Oh, look at the light in it. It's like oh. Mm. So Friday confessions. I can go deep and stuff, but all I can do is look back and reflect on things that you've done in your past, things that you said yes to when you really didn't want to, and what lessons have you learned? Have you let go of it? Are you still resentful to that person or that thing of situation or outcome for saying yes? You know, I know my mom, my parents, they moved down south, and I know my mom, she went and said yes and followed my stepdad because, being submissive, being, got to obey your husband. She's Catholic, and we're all, well, I'm Catholic too, but like, I don't know. And she's miserable. She misses the family, and she wishes, she knew what she knew now, she would have never left her home here in Connecticut and left her family. But she went to go follow her husband, which he's a pain in the ass too at times, right? I love you if he's watching. But everybody knows, he's hard to put up with, and God bless my mom for putting up with him. But she said yes, probably to something she really didn't want to, and was persuaded into thinking things were gonna be better and brighter. Maybe it's a little bit warmer down south, but when it comes out to it, she's not happy, and it's sad. I love you, mama. It's gonna be okay. You'll get through this. But okay, I'm gonna wrap things up because now I'm just sharing whatever, too much stuff. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed my daily show today, especially because I think too, I'm just so tired and like, oh, like I could just fall into this couch, but I have to do some more things. And then I think I'm gonna collapse and just listen to my body and say no to things that don't serve me. Just say no. Stop saying yes. Um, and it's okay to say no too, right? I know we're talking about yes, but there's a flip side too. It's okay to say no. You know, you don't have to, don't say yes all the time. Oh wait, we were talking about no, right? Saying it's okay to say yes and no. Okay, love, who do we have here? I'm just like, yeah, I'm being honest. I just not feeling right now. So that's why I'm probably just like saying whatever comes to my mind and just okay. So I'm probably losing you guys, but thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, especially on my podcast show. Thanks for tolerating me if you stuck up around to the end. Waiting me to really drop some really good, juicy content. Um, I don't know. One day I'm sure I'll have some things to say, but just for now, I don't. I keep some things. Everybody has what those secrets in their, skeletons in their closet. I have skeletons in my closet. I don't know. That's why I want to write a book. Maybe one day, I will talk about some things in my life and things that have happened. But I don't feel right now is the time to talk about certain things. I'm sure one day it will. But practice saying no. That's all I can say. Say no so you don't find yourself in a situation that's not good, that doesn't serve you, that can hurt you. Um, yeah, have the courage to, practice giving yourself the go ahead to say what you think and feel. No explanations needed. Just say no and move on. Move on. Okay, that's a wrap, you guys. I'm gonna go on New Mexico. Hey, it's New Mexico. No, why would anyone say no? Because sometimes there's things you don't want to do. So you say no, unless you're a people pleaser. So this topic was about disease to please or curing the disease to please, how to implement MPM, my priority meter, and becoming aware when someone asks you to do something that it's okay to say no. I mean, if your plate's already full, don't add more to what you already can handle. Hey, Teddy, thank you so much. So I'm going to wrap things up on my YouTube and podcast. Stick around TikTok, and I will continue this conversation or something with you. At least I can be a little more relaxed. I don't want to record anything or say anything that's recorded that I shouldn't be. So I think I already said too much. But anyways, okay. Oh, thank you guys for tuning in to my live broadcast here on YouTube and my podcast show, The Stacey Rose Show. So you can find me there on podcast, Apple, iTunes, iHeartRadio, or on YouTube, my YouTube channel, The Stacey Rose Show. I'd appreciate if you guys go like and subscribe to either or both. That'd be yay. That'd be happy. That'd make me happy. Or you can say no, right? Here we're talking about you can say no. No, Stacey, I don't want to follow you on those channels. That doesn't serve me. Or you can say, heck yeah, I want to support you, Stacey. I love your content. I love you showing up, sharing positivity and light and joy. And also, if you do subscribe, like especially in my podcast, like leave a review. Give me a rating, a review, because that helps for other people to see my podcast, my show. So any way that you guys can help me, I'd appreciate it. But if it's a no, I'm gonna respect that. It's a no. I get it. Okay, so feel free to share this out with anybody in your world that can use this or benefit the talk from earlier. I know this went on a little longer, but if they listen to the beginning of this where I shared curing the disease to please. Yes. Okay, so with that, I'll see you guys here for tomorrow, 365 days of daily motivation. Hopefully I'll feel a little bit more energized. Whew. And yeah, so have yourself a wonderful day. Stay safe, sane, and positive during this time of uncertainty. You got this. We can do this together. We're all in this together. So I'll see you guys here tomorrow. In the meantime, again, go follow like my other channels online and watch my videos that are out there. I got plenty of stuff and content if you want more of me. Okay. I love you. Go out in the world, share peace, share love. See, I'm so off. Share love, make peace, and be happy. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Okay, TikTok, I'm here. I'm going to stay here. Bye, YouTube.